Alright everybody, welcome to the Game Cave. I'm just going to do something a little different, a little special this time around. And what I'm doing here is I set up a camera on a table here, and basically I'm going to go through a stack of toys that actually I just sold. And half the reason I wanted to show you guys these toys is because since I sold them, I wanted to kind of remember them as I had them, because these are the toys that I used to have as a kid, and I just sold them off to somebody who luckily is giving them to their son because they're really into aliens and stuff. So what I have here is a big stack of alien toys. I'm going to show you. I got a bin right there that I'm going to go through, and with that stack I'm just going to go through each one and show you kind of like what they all do. So to start it off, I guess what these are the alien toys from like the 90s. After like the normal alien stuff came out or whatever, they started like producing like all these random ones or whatever. So there's all these different like random aliens that you've never seen like ever, but it was just really cool because they were all together. But they're all part of like the Xenomorph alien movies and stuff. So this one is like a snake alien, and if you pull this little trigger here, his teeth go up and his little thing bites back and forth. So it's kind of cool. And then this wraps around, it's completely posable and you can move it and everything, and so his head moves and stuff. So he's like a little snake guy. It's kind of cool, right? Teeth up and bites. So that's cool, right? Okay. Next we got, whoa, excuse me. Next we got the, adjust the camera here. We got the bull alien. Okay, he looks like a bull. He's got horns. His horns are adjustable. He looks like a bull. His head, you push it in, he locks in place there. His tail can turn here, and on the side there's a button right here where my thumb is that does the ramming action, and then on the top you pull the trigger and it pulls his head and gores like up and down. So that's pretty cool. That's the bull alien. Okay. Alright, this is one of my favorites. I don't remember his name, but he's like the spiked alien. And the reason why is because if you set him down and pull the trigger, his spikes come up, and it's just by his arms. So when you pull his arms, it goes back and forth. So that's pretty cool. So that's the alien guy there. I got two of these. One is black and one is gold. If you pull the trigger, or if you pull his head or push his arms up, shoots his little thing off his back there. So that's pretty cool. Here's the other one, the black one. Shoots it. So that's pretty cool, right? They're all the same. I got two of these. They call them gorilla aliens. So there's two of these blue ones. Okay. And what they do is on the back you can squeeze. They have these posts. You could squeeze their arms, and their arms spread apart and grab guys. And then you could put their heads in water, and their heads, if you squeeze them, they shoot water out and stuff through the mouth. So if you do that with the heads, that's a little different than normal. But there's two of those. Let's see. Here I got the rhino alien. Okay, he basically works the same way as the bull alien. So pull the trigger on the side, bumps, and then pull the thing on top to gore, and then everything is posable. That's really cool, right? Do it again. Alright. Next, I don't know, I always call them like the scorpion alien. So you got, there's a couple things going on here. You got one thing here that does like the teeth back and forth, but that also, like, if these are up, you pull it, it closes them. And then also there is like a grappling thing here if you pull it, and then there is a button on his back. If you press it, it pulls back up. So that's pretty cool. Basically like a big face hugger. Next, I guess this guy is more like the scorpion crab alien. He's got a tail that comes around here that moves. There's these little things that shoot out of him. This is one of them. If I press it down, it shoots, as you can see. And then all his arms and stuff move. He's kind of like a crab scorpion guy. That's pretty cool. This guy is the praying mantis alien. He's a lot like the gorilla alien. You squeeze the back and his arms go together. Split apart like this. That's all he does is that. So he's pretty much the same, but just has that. But he's got a cool green color. Everything. Pretty sweet. Got a couple of face huggers. A lot of these aliens came with like these little face huggers that like you can put on your, you can put them on your fingers, or if you have any of the soldiers and stuff, you can put them on their faces. So I got a couple here. I have this guy. He looks like a normal like xenomorph guy, which is cool. But if you press his button on his back right here, he explodes into pieces. So check that out. Pretty cool, hey? So if you shot him with like a missile or something, he'd blow up. So that's that guy. And you put them back together like this. So here's his back, here's his head. Put his head inside the back and put his chest on it. And so that you got this piece together. And then you put him back together in here. Like that. Okay. And last but not least, and most importantly, I have the best one. And this was my favorite as a kid. And that is the Queen. So she's right here. If you look, there's a little trigger right here on the side. She's got this really long tail. If you pull the trigger, she whips the tail. See that? Okay. You can readjust. That's the tail. And then she's got that mouth on the back. There's a little thing on the head here. If you squeeze it, it pushes the mouth out. It's not working very well. There's a hole. See? Squeezes it, pops out. So that's the xenomorph alien. I thought it was weird. There's like these little hands right here, but it's so detailed. I always thought this thing was cool. I'm pretty sure that this thing sold for like 20 bucks or whatever when I bought it. I remember it being really expensive for this one. So sadly, they're all going, but super happy that it's going to someone cool. And then the xenomorph queen came with like a queen like face hugger thing that gets implanted technically. So this goes with this one. So that's the best one out of the lot, I say. So that I just wanted to show you really quick, and for myself. So thank you all very much for joining me. I appreciate it, and it's just kind of my way of saying goodbye to these since they're getting shipped out. So very cool. Thank you all very much for joining me. I appreciate it, and thank you again for the support and watching my content. And last but not least, before I go and forget, I also have a Predator here that's going in this lot. And you can see that Predator is pretty cool. He's technically in camouflage right now, invisible, so you can't see him, but yet you can see him. But I always thought he was a really cool piece, so he will go with the aliens lot as well to help hunt them and claim them as trophies. Yes.